Hello, thanks for joining me. I'm your personal style consultant in the age of Zoom, and I'm here to help you master this new platform. I don't have to tell you that our world has been turned upside down, sideways, and everything else, and things are just not the same. And one attestation to that is the explosion in the use of Zoom as a platform. Most of us never even heard of it 10 months ago, but now it really dominates our lives. It's the main way that we now communicate with each other in groups, and it's the main way we network, and now it's the main way that job interviews are taking place. So we've got to really master this new platform, and even after this horrible pandemic is over, I'm sure that I think Zoom is going to be even more important than it is now. Now, I have spent 30 years. I spent many years as a professional actor, and one thing I had to learn, as most professional actors do, is that the difference of leaving when you leave live theater, which we all love, and then you have to migrate over to films and television where there is no live audience, and really your audience is the camera. So we had to learn how to deal with that, and you're going to have to learn how to deal with that. And I'm really here. I'm really here to help you. And I think you have to realize that first impressions are very important. Always, even when you meet people in person, first impressions are important. Well, that's even more so on Zoom. So we have to make sure that we're sharp, we're on our game, and what we convey is what we want people to see us as we want them to see us and the way that we really are. So that's that's going to be a very important part of what we're going to be doing here. And I'm going to be working with you, putting together looks, giving you tips, telling you all about clothes, fashions, style. But, it doesn't mean that we're not going to have fun, because clothes should be fun, and also clothes should be functional. Well, I know that there are a few people out there who are probably saying that now, hey, dude, what are you talking about function? What's that ascot that you're wearing? How functional is that? And what about that thing on your head? What does that do? Huh? You talk about function. Well, you got me there. You got me there with the ascot, because really the ascot doesn't keep you warm. It is pure fashion. But on the hat, I think you're wrong there, because this is really called, what this is called is a smoking cap. And it was very popular in Victorian England, where people wore it. So when they smoked, their hair wouldn't get all smoked up with, the odor, tobacco odor. A pretty cool idea. But I don't smoke, and I hope that you don't either. So why am I wearing it? Well, I happen to live in a very drafty house, and actually this hat keeps me warm. Now, you really can't get much functional than that, okay? And you might say, what about those shades? What are you wearing those shades for? Well, I'm wearing them because I associated with people who might not take kindly to the fact that I'm really exposing what they think is their trade secrets. So why don't we leave it at that? But before I start talking to you about looks, there are 5 mistakes that I want to make sure you do not make on Zoom and any other platform of in person or whatever technology we're talking about. And that is number 1, guys, don't wear suspenders. Now, I know there are guys in the office who like to parade around showing off their suspenders, but come on, guys, it is really not cool. Forget about it. Don't do it. Another mistake I don't want you to make is to wear shirts with French cuffs, and fancy cufflinks, flashy cufflinks. Leave that to the trial lawyers who make $1,500 an hour and wear $5,000 suits. They have to convince clients or potential clients why they're worth $1,500 an hour, and they got to convince juries and they got to convince judges. But for me, more mortal people, it's not for us except when we're wearing evening wear. And of course, then we would probably wear, French French cuffs. The third rule or the third mistake I don't want you to make is to wear short sleeve shirts. Now, short sleeve shirts is a no-no, unless you have a jacket over it. It's going to make you look like you're an assistant manager at a dollar store, and you don't want to look that way. Guys, you don't want to look that way. And the fourth mistake that I don't want you to make is to wear logos. Do not wear garments that have logos. Listen, are the designers paying you to wear their clothes, or are you paying them? So why should you give them free publicity? There might be some who think, hey, wait a minute, these labels tell people, hey, look how great I am, look at my taste. Well, if you have good taste, your clothes will indicate that. And what I want for you is for people to say, hey, this guy is a natty dresser. I bet he's wearing made-to-measure clothes. I bet this is all custom made. That's what I want you to wear, not that you're wearing this one and that one. Okay? So that's what I want from you. No logos. We don't need them. Okay? And last but not least is the most important mistake that you can make, and that is not to dress the way you habitually dress, the way you usually dress. That's what I want you to dress, the way you dress. Okay? We're going to change it a little, but we're not dressing down. If you wear suits on a daily basis, then continue wearing those suits. There's no reason for you not to. And if you do business casual, if that's what you wear when you at work, continue with the business casual. But I know your colleagues and maybe your boss will say, hey, you're working at home. We don't really need, you don't need to impress anybody. Well, I think you really do need to impress people. And so continue to wear what you usually wear and do not dress down. Now, listen, what about clients? You have clients? How do you think they want to see you? How do you think, don't you think if they are used to seeing you in a suit, don't you think they want to continue to see you in a suit? So, you have client. What about a prospective employer? How are you going to dress for them? In your bathing suit? On Zoom? No, I don't think you're going to do that. So continue what you're doing. We're going to take advantage of that. And we're going to give you some looks that are going to be dynamite on Zoom and going to make you be noticed, not in an ostentatious way, but people will, have a great first impression of you if they don't know you before, and your colleagues are going to be impressed too. So what's the first look we have here today? Okay, we have a three-piece medium gray suit with chalk stripes. A great look. I love it. Great. And with a vest. Of course, it's three pieces of vest. Why do I like it? Well, because it gives you more to see when you're on Zoom. The first half of your body, the top of your body, that's what people are going to see on Zoom. And the vest gives it a little bit more of a flair. It gives them a little more to see, So I like it for that reason. Also, it's good because it gives you a second look. You could take the jacket off, and there you are. You see, there you are in shirt sleeves with your vest, and it gives you the look of, hey, there's a roll-up-your-sleeves guy. There's a hard worker. There's a guy we could depend on. He doesn't turn down an assignment. He works late. He's a guy we could depend on. That's what I want people to think about you, okay? So the three-piece suit, great, if you have one. If you don't have one, well, maybe you think about getting one in the future. Now is not probably the time to go out and look for suits. Okay. Now, what do we have next? All right. Next, we have for you people who don't wear suits, on a regular basis, we have a look, maybe a little business casual look, for you. So here we have a V-neck sweater with a shirt. And what's interesting about this V-neck sweater is that it's the color lilac. Now, I don't think any of you guys would be going out and buying a sweater that's the color of lilac. Obviously, this would be a gift you're going to get from a woman, And quite frankly, I've never bought a sweater. I mean, I have a lot of sweaters. I never bought one. They're all gifts that I have with most things. It's not a color that you could be complemented with other colors. Very few. In fact, one of the colors is orange. And have you ever seen an orange shirt? I don't think I have. But what I paired it with was a gray shirt. I think a gray shirt does go with lilac. I like this look, you know. I like it so much because I never worn the sweater before. I like it so much that I think when we go back and have, you know, full production, TV production in New York, I think I'd maybe like to wear it on one of the shows because I really like it. Okay, but what does this show you? It shows you that, hey, you probably already have the wardrobe that you need. You just have to be a little bit creative about it, you know, and think outside the box. And that's what we do as actors. You know, we have to throw together a look very quickly. And this is one of, you know, we look and see what we have. So I want to impress upon you is work with what you have, be creative, and hey, you know, you're going to get what you need. Okay? Okay, well, look, that's it for today. I thank you for coming and watching this video. If it really works for you, if you got something out of it, please indicate that, and please subscribe to my network. Okay? And so I'll see you soon, guys, and carpe diem. Seize the day. So thank you very much.